Okay, hello. Uh, yeah, I'm casting this one. So this has been a crazy, crazy first 5 minutes. Uh, I'm not totally up to speed on who won the role and everything. Oh, it works, it works. Alright, okay. Well, hello. That's, this is kind of interesting because this poll is just hard all around, so it feels like any team can kind of just go anywhere after the first couple of picks. And we got FM2 picked by Netness. I'm kind of surprised that he isn't going through stuff like Easy DT. That's not the bad. What were the bans actually? I have not been looking. Right. So, I mean, Easy DT is still in play. I could see Ness picking that. So XK gonna go with Hidden, and Ness also gonna go with Hidden without the no feel. So he he better pass the map. Surely that's something to worry about. Surely he won't like FC this. Yeah, this is one of the easier maps in the pool. It has some pretty difficult 1-3 or 1-6 in the last KI, but honestly, everything else is kind of almost SS battle level of easy. At least for this, like, players at this skill level. The players just hanging on easily enough right now. XK will be the first one to lose SS, but there probably will be more where that came from. Like, this map isn't could be a little point where you hit 100 and you know you've lost. So it's still fine. Actually, I say that, but we're almost halfway through the map already. From the shorter side for this pull. Looks like still just 100 to 0 here. And here we go with the hard part, and both players SS it. It does come back again in a moment. Oh my god, they're both just hitting everything so clean. NASA's actually SS through perhaps the hardest thing in the map. Actually, definitely the hardest thing in the map. Of course, it's only a 1/100 difference. This really could still flip on anything. Oh, and it's gonna, because NASA's gonna miss on one of the very last bursts of the map. The finish line was right there, but unless XK does something majorly awful, which he doesn't, he's gonna clutch up and score the 1/100 hidden FC on Fremont 2 to draw it level and take the break point off of NNS and send it to 3-3. Now that was close. NAS was actually a fight to SS this map. Like everything, all the hardest stuff was gone. Jesus. So FRZ and XK with the next pick. I mean, like, the thing is, I could see No Mod 4 because FRZ could probably like SS it, but then so could Ness. I could see FM1 because XK could probably hidden SS it, but so could Ness. Like, I don't know. The HDHRs could be an option, but Ness is probably good at those as well. Both of these teams just consist of, like, just cover the entire pool so well that this is actually really hard to call. I could still see maybe HDHR1, or 2 rather. HDHR2 and XK plays it. That's like my best guess. That's like the closest to a Sith pick it looks like they have here. HR2 is the only thing, I suppose, that was Sith. I would have thought DT was also a really strong pick for them, because FRZ is the god Chad that can single tap that BPM for a year, but sadly it's United, so that went wrong. Just like everything to do with that map. Oh my god, I went away and they picked my map. So, yeah. FRZ with a pretty strong lead here. This seems like a good pick. I'm kind of surprised that Nas isn't kind of bodying this. Although, it is pretty tricky, but I'm still surprised. He seems to have practiced this pull pretty well given the no mod 2 score, so... I don't know, some people find this really easy. I've seen at least one SS on it from other people's practice. But man, other people play it's really hard. A weird map. But FRZ is doing really well here. He needs to still be FCing through the like hard doublets and everything. Actually, no, I think he missed near the start. Either way though. Got the kind of break part here into the build-up. There's not too much map left already. The last maybe 20 seconds is all just in the M&M part with like 20 notes in total. But FRZ is crushing it. And there it is. Almost gets a million score into the outro. Oh, come on. Nuts is not having it. This guy is just tapping. Oh my gosh. Oh, I wish I didn't see that. Look at the 1.04. The million and 40K there from FRZ. Who misses one one near the start and one somehow in the end? That's actually the 100 kind but just a lot more misses. Pretty inconsistent on that one, which not something you usually see from him. He was practicing the top diff. He was 100% practicing the top diff. Guaranteed. Yeah, the top diff would have also worked, but I guess it's already been in a tournament pretty recently, so. Let's see, so that's what the next pick. I really could see easy DT here, but a hidden one would also make at least some sense. So would no mod 4, so would hidden light quarter. After that HDHR one, it depends on how much of the issue there was him practicing another diff. Like, could there be an HDHR weakness there? I'm not sure. I kind of doubt it. Yeah, easy DT comes next, and it makes a lot of sense. That's with the very high skill cap, Japanese top player and all. And easy DT's kind of the skill cappiest map left, even if it might not be the hardest easy DT in the world.
Hater.
Sorry, I got ganked. Alright. Yeah. The easy DT pick from Naz. Looks like it's actually going to be FRZ for this. Well, I guess he can certainly single tap 300. Alright, I'm back. Yes, that's through the first part. FRZ actually genuinely single tapping this man. I do not understand how anyone is able to do this. Like, what the hell? FRZ actually brings out a tiny lead. Probably off the back of hitting those finishers more cleanly. The single tap kind of skill set coming in clutch. But there is still a lot of map left. We're about a third of the way through. And FRZ actually was ended by Evergreen still at a lead, but now it has a lead of a couple thousand, which is a bit bigger than it seems with easy enabled. Does find the miss though, but it still does it works both ways, the whole easy thing. The Nasa's lead still doesn't look very intimidating at all. Is he? Okay, he's like... Okay, he's not single tapping. It kind of looks like he is at times because of his kind of roll. Extremely roll heavy playstyle. FRZ does find another break though, allowing Nas to really open up the lead a good bit. Yeah, this is looking mostly decided now unless Nas finds a big break. This is equivalent to like 50k score on no mod or something. The 30k lead on easy is a lot bigger than it looks. Does find the break, he isn't gonna get the FC, but with so little map left, this is done. This is gonna be 4-4. He does pick up another break, but I mean, actually single tapping this map and still got a 98%. Still pretty admirable. Nas had that spinner done in a few frames or something. Felt like it was barely on screen at all. That's a clean score. A 2 missed choke. So now the pick goes back to FRZ and XK. This is close. Nas is on his shit on some of these picks, and so are FRZ and XK. This is already easily the closest match that Nananas has had in the tournament. Even his quarters match against, I'm pretty sure second? I think the second overall seed of Fox and Milu, either second or third or something. That quarters match was 6-2 and Nananas' Fury. So 4-4. This is already heating up. That was FRZ and XK's quarters match. Oh yeah, actually 6-4 against Miranda and missed. And FRZ's gonna pick hit 1. Either of them can play this. This is the easiest map in the pool by 4 miles. Like, it's just a normal map with it. It's got some 1.1. But, yeah, this is an XK map for sure. Simply because the hidden mod is involved. And it's not too fast. Why did XK say this in the in-game chat? Alright, here we go. This one is scary. It's really... If Hidden 2? I checked the multi and saw what happened on Hidden 2, so... God only knows how this one's gonna go. I said near the start of Fremont 2, oh, on single 100 won't be the complete end of the world in this map. It really might have been for XK had Nas not missed, but this one really could. This really could be the end of the world. He's hit 2 100s now, and hitting less than 2 100s, if you're gonna choose one map to try and do that on, it's probably this. And Nas is gonna hold the SS through the intro. No! Oh man. So he's gonna hit 3 100s actually on the complete slow part. Oh! But XK does hit the 100 to draw level. Dead even halfway. This could be some more fireworks. Both players are rapidly approaching 99.8. There it is. As we do get past the halfway mark of the map, Nas is going to hit himself a 100 to break the tie in XK's favor, but doesn't have to be broken that way just yet. XK still has to hold until the end of the map. And this, this map is a bit harder than I remember, but still no trouble for these guys. Looks like 3 100s for XK and 4 for Ness. Well, I mean, we are talking the tiniest differences here, and it's already gone. Go back to a dead even. Oh my god, I'm burping all over the place. A dead even tie. Any mistake means so much here. And Naz is going to be the first one to make one, hitting another 2 100s. XK can afford the tiniest possible kind of mistake now, but still nothing more than that. And it's just outro. He's essentially got this, but he does keep it. And that's going to be 4 100s to 6 is the win margin for XK. Terrifying map to be playing under any circumstances, but both players bunching up, just XK that a little bit harder. So Nas had the next pick, and now feels like he's likely short on picks. Nomad 4 is probably an option if he wants to keep just going the can you tap like me route that he's been going with, say, Easy DT. But then there's not that much left in the poll. Hidden Nightcore might be an issue, but your opponent is XK and you're playing a really fucking old map on Hidden Nightcore. That's difficult. FM1 is basically a crapshoot. It's Hidden 3, and these guys might as well be equals on Hidden. HGHR2 is tough. There aren't very many picks left. Like, I just listed all of them, if you count Nomad 4. And it's gonna be Nomad 4. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, this one, I mean, it's just a fast Nomad. There's not really that much to it. FRZ definitely going to be in for this one. Close to 4 minutes long is this, so it's a real stamina test if you're not one of these two guys. It's a stamina test for the lesser man, and it's just knack check for these guys, really. Of course, it's not impossible in this, but I mean, we could end up watching an SS die here. It's only OD7, which for a map like this really isn't very high. The finishers could also get people, but both of these guys seem to be at least quite good at them. And they're nothing crazy, so there is always that factor, though. So here we go. Map does take a decent bit to get going. And Ness is not going to be straight up single tapping this BPM like he seemed to be with Hernandez. But FRZ, the usual. He does not budge. If it's 1-2 only at like 320, okay, he'll alternate a bit. The 280 BPM, easy for a man like him. Both players just sitting on their very casual asses. Look at FRZ's GR bar, it's like a laser down the middle. Nasa's isn't looking much worse for wear at all. Neither player is even very close to even hitting a 100. But all it takes is one. We'll have to see coming into another KI here. Or maybe this is the first of the map, I don't know. I don't know body yet, so I kinda just have to guess. Be at one of the denser parts of the map here, and neither player really breaking the slightest of sweats. Alright, the finishers. Both players seem to catch them just fine. The score is indicating that we're just dead tied. So, okay, there I go again. Both players still holding their SS halfway through the map. They're tied on finishes and everything, so presumably both on max score at the halfway point. Oh no, this part. I would not, if I were in FRZ's shoes, but I weren't him, I would not want to play this part. This is just so many single taps in a row, and oh my god, it's actually gonna get him. No blame can be assigned there. You cross tap that, Andrew, you are strange, bro. I get it though, playstyles are just tools. And you have to use them right. But that is fucked up. FRZ might actually lose to single taps and nothing else. And it seems like he's ulting 1-2 a little bit more now, or a lot more. I mean, he wasn't doing it at all towards the start of the map. Maybe a bit low on stamina, which this far into the match, he did single tap. Say easy DT, I could understand being a bit lower on stamina, but I mean, he just can't afford to be low on jack shit against a guy like Nas, who is still SSing this map. My bad. Anyway, he is still holding on to a pristine looking score. 100 in total so far. Doesn't even matter if he hits another 1 or 2, he's 20k score to the good here. He's got a lot of room to work with. These finishers, both players hit them, they're both Chads. And these outro finishers, they did catch, for example, Deku to actually outright cost him the point against Hiroke, but I think FRZ like accidentally skipped one there or something, but I mean, the difference is negligible. You're playing a 999k. There's not very much you can do. 2 100s and 9 misses though, that's gotta sting. Although, again, there's not very much being mad you can do when the other player got 999k. This guy's in the Mackers Guild server. I'm very sorry to hear that. I mean, what? I didn't say anything. I don't see his entire screen. What do you mean? So, yeah, third match in a row to get to a 5-5 scoreline. I mean, this could go any way. It really feels like it could just go in any direction. Like, Nas could win this 7-5. FRZXK could win this 7-5. Either could win it by tiebreaker. I mean, both are going to play it within Nananas and XK, surely. Both go hidden if this goes to tiebreaker, so... I mean, I don't know. I would love to see that. So expect fireworks if we get to 6-6, but it's going to be a tough journey for both teams to take 1 point, let alone 2 off the other team. And they're going to pick HDHR too. I mean, it makes sense. You're running out of mod picks, but... I guess this almost leaves Nuts with just the most unsafe looking picks in the world. And yeah, Nasa's very scary. I mean, that could apply to anything. That could apply to this map with the almost polyrhythmic part near the end. This could apply to the whole match, which is 5-5. This is a best of 3. This is a best of 3 match, but the tiebreaker is Invencione. Like, this is troublesome, man. I would not want to be in this position. Wait, my match yesterday went to 5-5. Don't worry about it. Alright. So it is going to be XK for the HDHR2. Makes sense. It's a good chunk slower than HDHR1, which is fast enough to be genuinely really difficult. And XK thing isn't quite reading speed, it seems like, but oh my god, if it's hidden and it's like somewhat normal, that's when he shines. But Nas just The light on that guy does not seem to have an off switch, except when he practices the wrong diff. And there's no wrong diff to practice here. XK has to beat him straight up. So let's see, is there really an HDHR weakness to target here? XK with a lot of early 100s. Okay, it seems like 5, I want to say. Nananas is going to lose his SS pretty quickly, so there's no fear of having to play against Auto and win here, but XK a good 20 seconds into the map now, he's still struggling to clear 97%. I mean, this is looking like trouble just on the basis of Ag. But he's cleaned it up a bit more now. There's still so much work to do, though. I think at this point, already you're going to want either a miss or a huge Ag tank for Nas. And that is always a tough ask. I mean, even if Nas takes this breakpoint, though, it's so far from over because he has to win either a Hidden Nightcore pick against XK or FM1 against... It could be anyone, really. Well, when he had coming in, Nas was really clean act through the first instance of it. XK actually going to miss on the second set of 1 first. That's dropping a lot more act now, but it just does not even matter. XK's down to 96%. And just keeps dropping act on, it seems like not even every burst, but just everything. Stabilized only a little since the intro, and I mean, there's not too very much you can do against a 99.5% on this map with HDHR, but yeah. Now they're going to see each other's scores. Nas with probably a bit of a sigh of relief, knowing that he's almost certainly secured the match point. There are only about less than a quarter of the map's notes left to go. But here's the important part. If he completely flubs this... Oh, but XK is the one flubbing it. And Nas actually hit, like, maybe 3 100s during that section? Almost none. And XK kept it fairly clean despite the misses coming in, out, and through it. I mean, it just doesn't matter against a score this clean. Nas is actually going to lock up a 99% on this. If he hits this 1-6, then he does. Oh man, just shy of the 1.1 million. But, yeah, 69 100s from XK and 7 misses, but 22 for Nas. And it almost seemed like half of those 22 100s were in the very last quarter of the map. It was so clean until near the end. And even then, he didn't let it get very dirty. Strong performance there from Nas. So, the only 2 remaining picks. Yeah, Hidden Nightcore and Fremont 1. I mean, this is terrifying. Like, you don't want to be the guy picking here, and you don't want to be the guy getting picked into here. It really does feel like pick your poison. But this guy's got a lifetime resistance to every kind. He just does not die. I feel like FM1 is the more likely play. But I honestly have no idea. If Nas picks Hidden Nightcore, I will not be surprised at all. Well, there are just 2 ways it can go. I mean, it's Hidden 3 or Hidden Nightcore. That's what this is. No, FRZ, one of the extremely few players currently in this tournament that might actually go HR on FM1, and we might just see it, but I feel like the XK Hidden is just too much safer. Even though FRZ HRing this would be such a Giga Chad move. You're facing match point, right? There's only so far that being a Chad takes you, and it doesn't get you any extra score in the eyes of the OSU scoring system. I think surely you'd have to go XK hidden, but in comes the big man. Is he gonna do it? Is he really just gonna drip his 18-inch long onto the table and say, I HR this in match? Surely not. Oh my god. He surely is. At this rate, I mean, he is in the slot. You know what's about to happen. I actually almost can't believe it. Alright, what do we got? Oof. This is one stressful match. This is one stressful game of Taiko we are playing here. Or it's not us. I don't think most of us could do this. Certainly not setting this many good scores. There's this many scores this good this many times in a row. Not something many people are capable of, but here we go, and FRZ is going hard rock on what I've called Hidden 3 like 20 times in the past 5 days. It's going to be hard rock on the extremely empty hard rock FM1. But if there's one person, and I mean a total of one, in this tournament, signed up to this tournament, that can make this work, it's FRZ. This guy lives and breathes this exact brand of bullshit. Him and his Burriki no Dance 99% DTHR. I'm pretty sure it's 99 anyway. Is hitting a good couple of 100s towards the start, but so is Nas. It's pretty much dead even as we stand. Yeah, just checked. FRZ does in fact have a 99.1% FC on Burriki no Dance DTHR. He can play fast and hard pattern streams with hard rock, but he's only got one try. You can retry any farm map all you want. But if this score does not beat whatever Nananas puts out, then it's Nas in winners finals. He has to clutch up right now on something very, very difficult. Hitting on a 99.7 though through the first Ki. I don't think he's hit a single 100 on a 1-4 snapping, or on a 1-4 pattern yet. I think they've almost all just been on these doublets in the slow parts. Nas's score is still clean as hell, and they won't. There's no break, I don't think, for them to see each other's scores, but I don't think either player cares about the other's score if they're not being shown. Just do absolutely everything you can, or you just know you're gonna lose. If you hold a single bit back, and on our way into the last Ki here, this part is ridiculous. For hard rock, it's not so easy for hidden either, but here we go into these streams. These are absolutely batshit brutal for HR, especially in a match setting, especially with this much pressure, but both players survived the first stream. Nananas with not a single 100, FRZ with a couple. He pretty much needs a break here, or a massive act tank. He's hitting a lot more 100s than I. Oh, but that's with the misses! And FRZ clutched up! With the 99.2, not the highest stack in the world. But it's enough. Only for a win of not even 10,000. But he's actually going to pull off the HR FC on an insanely anti-HR free mod in match. 4 100s, 9 misses from Nananas. But that is not good enough. And that takes us to a score of 6-6. The winner is the first team to reach 7 points. So there's a tie here, and the next map breaks it, and the winner wins it all. We go to a map that neither team gets to choose. We go to Semifinals for a dying lord. Finale as the diff name only makes sense. And yeah, I mean, what on earth are we gonna see here? I feel like Ness is very likely to go hidden on this, and if he does, like, you have to match it. I mean, he's too good at hidden for you to go Nomad and feel like you have really any chance. Even on a map this hard, it's like, okay, well, he's likely getting over a mil, right? I feel like surely XK goes hidden. But he is not in that slot yet. Oh, there's nobody in that slot right now. Go on then. If XK goes in there, it's gonna be he's playing this with it. Surely. If FRZ goes in, then I don't know. If like this map is very hard with HR to the point where even for someone as good at it as FRZ, I feel like Nomad is surely the better option for him, but when your options include handing it off to the Indonesian god of clutch that is XK2238, your options always look just that bit better. And there he is. It's going to be XK versus Ananas for a berth in Winners Finals of Ender's Nightly Deathmatch 2. This is, I mean, the winner of this map is guaranteed top 3 at the absolute worst. Winners Finals, if you lose Winners Finals and then you lose right after dropping into lower bracket, you are still 3rd place. Winner is top 3. And the loser has to get airdropped into what is just a terrifying losers bracket all around. As it has been since, what, like the end of round of 16 weekend, and it's gonna be double hidden. It's gonna be Nas on hidden versus XK also matching with the hidden mod. XK is gonna be the first to lose SS, but he will sure as hell not be the last. With a 100 on one of the first few notes of the map, there is going to be a lot more dropping accuracy before this map is overall, what, 3,500 combo of it? And all that 1-3, 1-2, 1-3 in the intro is handily survived by both players. Nas is going to drop his SS, but XK's already hit an extra 100 or 2 to compensate. So Nas does still have that slight lead. I mean, we're still in intro, really. Nothing significant has happened yet in the map. Nothing significant enough to really cause issues for either player, obviously. When you look at this hack and you look at the fact they're both outseeing, Nas is going to drop another 100, still has the lead though, by another couple. But, I mean, either player outseeing would be absolutely mental in a situation like this with, you know, this much stock in the tournament's placement on the line. Guaranteed top 3 versus the possibility of finishing 5th/6th. But both players holding on for now. XK dropping quite a lot of hack on all that 1/6, but still holds the combo. And that is, oh god, it's gonna be a miss there for XK on, I mean, something a lot easier than the 1/6 he'd just been through without missing. But there is a whole lot of map here. Nothing for the next ages is I'd say anywhere near as hard as the 1/6 that both players did just hit. But there's just so much of it that there's still just time for Nas to make a mistake or two and XK to claw back score as long as he stays as solid as he possibly can. But it's going to have to be real solid against a player this good, and this part is hellish for Ak. I drop a ton of 100s here in no mod, and Nas is going to drop a lot as well. But I mean, for XK right now, it has to be more than 100s. Otherwise, the lead is only going to shrink a bit. It's 10k score, but on a map this big, 10k score is a lot harder of a lead to whittle away. Here we go. Back in with some mapping, some 1-4 notes. And the lead's still hovering at around 10,000 for Ness, who is carrying an FC into the second half of the map here with Hidden in a winner's semi situation. And gets it past 2k combo. Almost seems to get caught off guard by that new ninja finisher, but does catch it. And he's just still hitting everything that comes up on his screen. XK is going to get back past 1k combo for, I mean, that's his second 1k combo of the map already. But even though he's kept the act fairly close, the one break just is doing so much work for Ness. Still got only 8k score in it. Ness cannot afford to lose focus for 1 second. Oh my god. And both players are gonna hit that absolutely fiendish shit for Hidden that we saw just now. And we're already kind of coming up to the big section here. We're gonna start seeing 1/6 again real soon. And a lot of it is just outright harder than the 1/6 towards the start of the map. It is gonna come all the way down to this. Here we go. Back in with the 1-3 and the 1/6. Oh, this is absolutely terrifying. Oh, and XK is gonna find another break. Ness is still FCing. There's still more to go though. And XK is going to find another break. The lead is about 20k. He's going to need Ness to completely lock up here. And I'm pretty sure Ness just hit the hardest... Yeah, he hit the hardest stuff in the map, and now it's just outro. Ness has got to be at least aware that he's actually FCing and he's through every single hard part. He must be shitting himself. XK is going to find another miss, but I mean, this is all but locked up here. As long as Ness hits some of the remaining notes in the map, and that's it. He's actually done it. Ness has FC'd Sonatina for a Dying Lord as the tiebreaker to win this winner's semis match against FRZ and XK. XK with one hell of an effort. 1 million score on Hidden in a match setting. With guaranteed top 3, winners, finals, all that in the line, but that is... I mean, that is a manual transmission level of clutch from Nas. Nas, should I say. That's an incredible match. Oh. So, Nas wins 7-6 over FRZ and XK and goes on to face either RJ and Gohiki, or I'm pretty sure their opponent in their winning semis match is Alpha One, or Kov, as you might know him. So the winner of that match will face Nananas in winners finals next weekend. But we have got more matches. So the next one we have is Gohiki RJ versus Alpha One, actually, in Is that UTC? It looks like 4.5 hours at 16 UTC. If I'm not reading this wrong. And then we've got A40 Deku versus Chiba Masu Zok at 20 UTC tonight. And then we've got Miniature Lent and myself versus Aurora Phasmata and Janitor Egghill. I should just call him Janitor. Aurora and Janitor versus Mini Lent and Over the Edge at midnight UTC. So yeah, we'll see you in the next one.